All right, today we're jumping into a really powerful tool from cognitive behavioral therapy. It's something that can genuinely help you understand and even change the way you think. So let's dive right in. You know that feeling, right? Where you get stuck in this loop of negative thinking? It's like your brain is on autopilot and you're just a passenger. But what if you could actually grab the steering wheel? And that's the whole idea right there. This isn't about pretending everything's fine or just thinking positive. No. This is about learning a real practical skill, the skill of noticing your thoughts and then consciously choosing more helpful, more balanced ones. So, before we can fix it, we gotta understand what we're up against. It's what we can call the thinking trap. These automatic, unhelpful patterns that so many of us fall into without even realizing it. And the tool that's gonna help us get out of that trap is a brilliantly simple framework called the ABC model. It's basically a way to map out what's really going on in your head when you react to something. It's as easy as ABC, literally. First, you have A, the activating event. This leads to B, which is your beliefs about that event. And those beliefs lead to C, the consequences, how you feel and what you do. Let's break each one down. Okay, so A is just the thing that happens, the trigger. It's the objective fact of the matter. You know, your boss sends you a short one-line email. A friend cancels your plans. It's the event out there in the world, totally outside of your head. Now, B is for beliefs. And listen up, because this is the most important step. This is the story you tell yourself about the A. So your friend cancels plans. Do you immediately think they must be mad at me? Or do you think, I hope they're okay? This is the step where you have all the power. And finally, we get to see the consequences. This is how you feel and what you do because of your belief. And here's the big aha moment. Your feelings don't come directly from the event, the A. They come from your beliefs about the event, the B. So let's see how this all connects and creates what we call the unhelpful cycle. Because when our B, our belief, is an unhelpful or distorted thought, the C is pretty much always going to be negative. Check this out. Let's say your automatic belief, your B, is I can't cope. What happens? The consequence, C, is you feel anxious, you feel depressed. And then what do? You isolate yourself, maybe stay in bed, which, of course, just reinforces the original belief that you can't cope. It's a classic vicious circle. Here's another one for you. Say the activating event is a coworker getting a promotion you wanted. If your belief is, he is out to get me, well, the consequence is you're going to feel angry, and that feeling leads to lashing out or sulking. See, the promotion itself didn't make you angry. The story you told yourself about it did. Or how about this one? This is a really tough belief. This is all there is for me. It just feels so final, doesn't it? And what does that thought lead to? Well, feelings of frustration, sadness, and behaviors like procrastination that literally keep you stuck, which in your mind just proves the original thought right. Okay, so if the problem really starts at B, then the solution has to be there too. This is the absolute heart of CBT. It's called reframing. It's all about consciously challenging and editing that automatic belief to create a much better consequence. And I love this quote because it really nails it. It's not about controlling your thoughts, but about developing the skill of thinking about your thinking. It's like becoming the editor of your own mind. How cool is that? Now this is where it gets really good. Look at this side-by-side comparison. The unhelpful thought, I can't cope, is a dead end. It shuts everything down. But the reframe? This is really hard right now, but I've gotten through tough things before. It acknowledges the difficulty, but it also brings in evidence of your own resilience. It opens a door. Let's look at this one. He is out to get me is an accusation. It automatically puts you in a defensive, angry state. But the reframe, maybe there's a misunderstanding, totally shifts your role. You go from being a victim to being a problem solver. You move from anger to curiosity. Oh, this is a big one. The thought people are horrible is such a massive generalization, and it just makes the world feel like a hostile place. The reframe doesn't deny reality. It creates balance. Some people act badly, but many are kind. This more nuanced view leads to way less reactivity and much better boundaries. And that is the ultimate takeaway. That's the whole shebang. By consciously editing your B, your belief, you're not just changing a thought. You are directly changing the seat, the consequence. You are actively choosing calmer feelings and more constructive actions for yourself. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it in the moment? That's where this toolkit comes in. These are questions you can ask yourself to challenge that initial unhelpful bee. Think of these as your go-to reality checks. Asking, what is the evidence for this thought, forces you to be a detective, not just a judge. My personal favorite is this one. What would I advise my best friend if they were thinking this way? We are so often much kinder and more rational with others than we are with ourselves. This question taps into that wisdom. Honestly, just by listening to this, you've already taken the most important step, which is building awareness. This isn't about being perfect, it's about practice. And you now have the ABC framework and a whole toolkit of questions to start building new, healthier mental habits. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Based on everything we've just covered, what's just one automatic, unhelpful thought that you hear in your own head that you might be ready to challenge and to reframe?